What's up, guys? So as promised, I got this all ready for you, the diet, my personal approach to my diet, and basically what IFIM is and how you can use it to reach your goals in your body weight or how you look or whatever. So I'm just going to do the thing where I take the camera, I'll go through every point and I'll explain to you exactly how everything works and the science behind it. So what is IFIM? It's an acronym in the first place for if it fits your macros, and it's a way of dieting that doesn't restrict any food from from you. It doesn't give you a fixed plan, like you may not eat certain foods or you may eat certain foods or this or that or this. It's just flexible. You can eat whatever you want as long as it fits your macronutrients. So I created this nutrition hierarchy of importance. I didn't come up with this actually. I saw it on one of my favorite YouTube channels, 3DMJ, and yeah, they basically you need the foundation. It's your behavior and your lifestyle is the most important part of your nutrition plan. You have to first dedicate it mentally, and you have to decide to make that change, okay? And you have to stick to it. That's what the lifestyle part is about. And so you have the different steps, and goes from most important to least important. And the biggest thing that determines whether you're going to lose or gain weight is your energy balance. And that's energy balance basically means taking the amount of calories you take in compared to the amount of calories that you give out. So if you take in more calories than you give out, then obviously you're going to gain weight. And if you give out more calories than you take in, then you're going to lose weight. It's basically just that simple. And this second most important part is the macronutrient split and your fiber intake. And macronutrients is basically the protein, carbs, and fat. So each gram of protein has 4 calories, and each gram of carbohydrate has 4 calories as well, and a gram of fat has 9 calories. And alcohol has estimated 7 calories, because yeah, it has a thermic effect as well, so it could be 6. It depends on how your body actually uses it, but the general rule of thumb says 7 calories. And then fiber intake is basically just how much grams of fiber you need in a day. And I'm going to go through all those things as well, what each one is and how to determine what you need, but I'm just explaining the importance of everything now. The third most important part is your minerals, your multivitamin, like your vitamins, your water intake, and basically your fruit and vegetable consumption and so forth. Second last on the list of importance, it's meal frequency and timing. People tend to make more meal frequency and timing than they actually need to. I mean, it's not about eating 6 small meals or 3 big or 2 whatever. It's just getting your calories in the end. And then last but not least is supplements. And all of these things basically coexist. You need all of them, but in that rank of importance. So the energy balance, how you calculate how many calories you need. What I usually do is I start at my body weight in pounds, or some person, example, this 180-pound male, body weight times 15, and that's basically the calories I will start on, and that ends up being 2,700 calories. Then what you want to do is you want to watch your weight. Weigh every morning after you use the toilet and before you drink any water or eat any food. And then basically you just adjust upwards or downwards to suit your goal. If you are losing at that calorie intake but you want to gain muscle, then you have to up your calories. And if you are losing, if you are gaining weight and you actually want to lose, then you have to subtract a little bit of calories. And the way you can track your calories is there's sites, there's many sites. 2 of my favorite is freedieting.com and MyFitnessPal. And then my recommended way is just the application on your phone because it's very convenient. You can basically do it wherever you are. And my favorite app is MyFitnessPal because most smartphones and tablets can download it, and the amount of food on the database is incredible. You can literally track anything. They have any brand name, any food type, any restaurant. Like it's endless. And if they don't have it, you can just read the information off the package and put it into the thing yourself, and then you have that food as well. And then secondly, your macronutrient split. Like, how do you divide your macronutrients? So usually our protein would be set at 1 to 1.5 grams per pound of ideal body weight, not how much you weigh. Because if you are really obese and you tell someone to eat 1.5 grams per pound of their actual body weight, and they weigh 300 pounds, that's 450 grams of protein, which is just unrealistic. So use your ideal body weight. Subtract your body fat percentage to where you feel ideal, where you think you want to weigh, and then use that. And people who are cutting, I would say aim more for the higher end of that, and bulking is more to the 1. So yeah, I just went to the middle and said 180 times 1.2 is 216 grams, and I rounded it off to 220 grams of protein per day, every day. Fat is 20 to 30% of total calories, and I would say people that used to be obese or or they store fat really easily, or they gain weight from eating carbs very quickly, have to aim more to the higher side of the fat. And people who struggle to gain weight, or who are generally skinny, or they just don't get fat easily, they can go to the lower side of fat. And I calculated over here, went to the middle, it said 25% of 2,700, which we calculated over there, and that brings out to 675 calories. And if you remember here, we said that fat is 9 calories per gram, so we divide that 675 by 9, and then it ends up at 75 grams of fat. So we know our protein is 220 grams and our fat is 75 grams now. So how do you work out carbs? Basically, it's just whatever you're left with. The rest of your calories comes from carbs. And so I took the protein, which was 220 grams, times it by 4, then you get 880. Then I took the fat, which was 75, times that by 9, got 675, for a total of 1555. And then I took the 2,700, which was the total calories, less that amount of the protein and the fat, which got me to 1,145. And I divided that by 4 to get it to grams of carbs, because each gram of carb has 4 calories. And that ended up on 285 grams of carbs. So the total macros for every day would be 285 grams of carbs, 75 grams of fat, and 220 grams of protein. And fiber, I usually calculate at 12 grams per 1,000 calories. So for every 1,000 calories that you eat, you need 12 grams of fiber. So that's 12 times 2.7 gives you 32 grams of fiber. And then moving on to the minerals, vitamins, H2O, is a rule of thumb for IFIM is at least 2 veggies and 2 fruits a day, every day, to get your micronutrients. And water intake should be that you drink water to sustain clear urination. So every time you go to the bathroom, it has to be clear. It has to be not a very yellow, strong urine. And I would say start at 2 liters if you struggle drinking water, but aim between 2 and 4 liters a day. And then also meal frequency and timing. There's no real time or like amount of meals or size of meals, anything that you eat. I usually say eat at times that fits your life. Like basically when you can, you do eat. 6 small meals is not better than 2 large, and vice versa as well. It's all about energy balance in the long term. So the amount of calories you took in versus the amount of calories you gave out over the period of a week or a month, and that will give you a net loss or gain in weight. Another great tool I used when I shed all my body fat was intermittent fasting. Basically, it's awesome for fat loss, and it works in a way that it's not a certain diet, it's just a way of eating where you eat like 8 hours in the day and fast for 16. So what I did is I would like wake up and not have breakfast and start eating at 12 and stop at 8, and then only start the next day at 12 again, and then basically you have more time to burn the energy, and it actually works. Weight loss, it's good for weight loss. Just a simple little tool. If anyone wants to know more about that topic, I can go into more detail. Just let me know. And last but not least, it's supplements. My favorite supplements are whey protein or egg protein if you're intolerant, and I use that because if you struggle to get your protein intake, then it's easy to just make a shake. And another supplement I recommend is creatine monohydrate. It's whey and creatine is the only two supplements I believe in. And creatine, you only need to take 5 grams a day every day. You don't need to load and do 15 grams for so many days and cycle or whatever. Just take 5 grams every day and you'll be fine. And another thing is multivitamins, because the flexible dieting is, people do tend to eat a lot of food that isn't very rich in nutrients and all that, so it's better to just supplement with a multivitamin as well as eating your 2 veggies and 2 fruits a day and hitting your macros. And if you like the buzz from a pre-workout and you feel like you work out better, I do sometimes use a pre-workout, but I cycle on and off because it's very taxing on your adrenal glands, and your cortisol levels can go up and whatever I would just recommend cycling your pre-workouts, say a month on or whatever and a month off, or just 2 months on, 2 months off, 2 months on, 1 month off, or something like that. Just don't become dependent on it. And for my YouTube subscribers, here's my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/muscle and life. Personal Instagram page is instagram.com/iki. And if you have any questions that we can answer via this page, please send it to me at eckhart.pointre@gmail.com. And yeah, that is flexible dieting in a nutshell. That is what I've been doing for 3 years, and that is what I will keep doing for the rest of my life because it's easy and it is effective. Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome.